Shalom, shalom. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing good. I have to tell you a story that happened today, man. And I saw the move of God, man. The move of God I saw, man. And it's real. The move of God. Without the move of God, it would have been a whole lot worse, man. So this morning I wanted to use my car, but my dad wanted to use my car, and I used my dad's car. Me and my mom used my dad's car, but I was like, I want to use my car. I'll put gas. I'll fill the gas. And then we're gonna go to here, eat some breakfast, and then that's our plan, is to go here to eat breakfast, and then go to Lowe's, and then go to Home Depot, go to Michael's, go to Dollar Tree. We didn't went to Dollar Tree, went to Michael's after breakfast, and then we went to Dollar Tree, and then everything was going well. Vibration was high. It was a high vibration. I was positive, man. I was positive, having a good time and everything. I was positive. And then, little by little, vibration going low. But here is the thing, man. When we started driving to pick up the shirts, and that was after Home Depot, we started driving to pick up the shirts because we have a design shirt business to help my dad. And we were driving there. It was quite far. I would say maybe 30 minutes, because we didn't use the highway. So our plan was to pick up the shirts and then hit the highway, go to Florida Mall, and first was go to Shoeland, which was a store there, and then go to Florida Mall, eat some food and stuff. So I'm driving to the shirt place to pick up the shirt, and then everything was going well. After I passed the gas station, Wawa gas station, I passed there, a couple of curbs, and then in that curve my car had brake problems. It was rough, hard. It was hard. And then I got so nervous, man. I was like, oh God, please help me, man. Help me, God. And I saw it like, okay, not a big deal, because that's what I thought. Not a big deal. I can do this. I can do this all day. And then I continued driving, and I drove at the entrance of the shirt entrance, and that's where the brakes just completely failed. The brakes just completely failed, man. I was pressing the brakes super hard, and then the car just curved super quick. And we freaked out, man. We freaked out. We picked up the shirts, and then we pulled over, see my car had insurance for tow truck. And the bad news was that my car didn't have insurance for the tow truck. So the only solution was to drive. So we canceled. We were I said we're not going to Florida Mall. We're not going there. We're gonna head home after this. After this, we're gonna head home. That's it. And then there to home, it's 50 minutes, a 1 hour basically, I'd say. So when we drove, we used the emergency also. The emergency and the brakes. Carefully, we were driving slow with the hazard lights on. Driving slowly, and then when we stopped the car, brake, we gave the car distance. We didn't stop right behind the car. We like 12 feet, I'd say. That's where we stopped the car, 12 feet, and then little by little shifting forward, little by little, 6 feet of space between the car. So yeah, and then like we were praying to God, man. We were praying to God, and like we kept praying, we kept worshiping. We even put some music to worship God. We even put some music, driving, playing music to worship God, praying, giving thanks, and then we kept driving and driving and driving until we made it home. But before we made it home, the road that we were heading home, we were almost there, and then the brake completely failed out. We had to use the emergency, but the emergency didn't stop 100%. The emergency brake wasn't 100%. So like we pulled it all the way in the car, like still went slow. It's not 100%. And like, man, we made it home after that. We made it home safe. We put the car inside. So we called the mechanic so we can take it to the mechanic, so the mechanic can check the car and fix the car. So basically, what I learned about this situation, what I learned about it is that God is always there, man. You know, sometimes we think that God abandoned us and he leaves us. He's not there. He don't hear you or anything. He's there, man. Like, you can see his move. He does this every day and you don't even know it. He does it every day. You don't know it. But this was for us to learn, because we think, like most of us, we think that God abandoned us. He left us. No, he's there, man. You feel like your life is the same, always and forever. It's still the same, in a loop, but God's still working in you. He's working your life. And that was a lesson, especially to me. He's making a move. He's working in us. You know, like, it would have been a whole lot worse. I tell you that. A whole lot worse. Because, like, in that curve, the first time when the brake just failed out, I was like, not a big deal. I can do it all day. But in the entrance of where we picked up the shirt, if that didn't happen, we would have drove in the highway. If that didn't happen, we would have drove in the highway. Me, in my mindset, being like, it's no big deal. Let's drive in the highway. And then we could have died. We could have died, or it could have been injured, or we could have crashed. It would have been a whole lot worse. Oh, man. And man, I thank God, man. It would have been a whole lot worse. It would have been a bad decision. If it didn't happen the second time, we would hit the highway. But that would have been a bad decision. The first time it happened, oof. And then the second time I was like, nope. We're heading home after this. We're heading home. But we were scared to drive in the road like that with the brake problem. So we thought about calling the tow truck. But the insurance don't cover that. Or my insurance don't cover the tow truck. So he's always with us. God is with us. He protects us, man. But my car is half coverage. Another thing I'm going to do is put it on full coverage. I'm going to put it on full coverage. But we're going to take it to a mechanic and we're going to fix the car. But, you know, this is my opinion. The two front wheels, because my car, the brakes are in the front wheels. So the two front wheels are the brakes. So I'm thinking that because last Saturday we were changing the tires, switching the right tire to the left tires, and then we were seeing like we pressed the brakes. I think that we put on P, emergency, and we lift the car up. We turn it on, and then the front wheel is still running. One of the sides of the front wheel still running. So it's still running, and then I had to press the brakes so it stops. So my dad is able to change the tires. To change the tires, I had to press the brakes, or else the tires would keep rolling and rolling and rolling. Another thing, so like basically the brakes on the right side didn't work, so only the left side worked, the brakes. And you know, we thought of it like no big deal. And then when later on, 1 week later, driving in the road, here comes today. But we're gonna need to replace some pieces, some calipers, replace some braking pads, some brake pads and stuff. I think it's a big thing, man. And I'm also thinking of fluids, the fluids that is running on the right side and the left side of the front wheels. I think that we're gonna need to change the tube, the pipe, however you want to call it, the tubes. I think we're gonna need to change that too on the two front wheels, because I think the brake fluid has plenty of fluids, but I'm guessing it's the pipes, the fluids, also the braking pads on the right side. It's not damaged. I wouldn't say it's damaged. I would say is, I'd basically say, because like the brakes of the car, so say like the right side is like this, the braking pad. You press the brakes, it's still, and then when you let it go, it stays like this, or like moves a little bit. But the left side is like this. You press the brakes, and then it holds the tires, or the wheel. The right side is like this. You let go of the brakes, and it let goes a little bit, and then when you press it, it's already pressed. So I'm guessing it's the braking pads, but we'll see. Keep me in your prayers, and I keep you in prayers. Peace.